The top of the pyramid is reserved for individual intensive interventions. This can be done in two different ways. This can be done with students with severe challenging behaviors. So those students that when we build a really good relationship with them, we made those deposits and we're starting to repair their emotional bank. For those kids that we've structured the environment that makes sense to them, that we've actually gone back and taught certain specific skills around how to be social with your peers. Once those social skills break down, what does emotional literacy look like? What do we do emotionally and handle that situation? If we've done all of that and we still have a student that shows us challenging behaviors, for us, that's an indication that we need to do a little bit more with that. We might have to modify instruction a little bit more. We might have to provide them with a visual schedule for them to be able to understand their environment a little bit better. We're going to modify that instruction a little bit with that student at the top of the pyramid. This also might include then students on an IEP. And that's where we start looking at those students on an IEP and saying, what are the things that we need to be doing to help meet their needs within these environments? That might be that we embed those instructional opportunities throughout their entire day. There's a certain level of intensity that is needed to get outcomes that we want for students with special needs. And that is not just 1 hour once a week that's written on their IEP. The best level of an intensity is constant intervention throughout their entire day, embedded in natural teaching opportunities that would happen in everyday environments. So let's use a student on an IEP that might have a goal and objective of following a one-step direction. Typically what happens is when a specialist comes into the rooms, pull that student off to the side, look at their IEP and say, oh, you have follow a one-step direction here. They would ask that student to do that a couple different times and measure whether that student's able to complete that task. In our classrooms, what we do is we'd have everybody embed that instruction throughout the entire day, multiple times during the day in a natural context of their day, which then we know from research is the greatest way to get to outcomes for each one of those students.